Thank you. Marlowe, good to be here on Newsically Yours. You spoke on the architecture of the uninvited, who builds and who gets boxed in. I want to talk about who gets the keys to walk out entirely. It's C. Let's look at the structure. Yeah. Colorado, where the air is thin and memory thinner. Governor Jared Polis signed a commutation, making the winner out of Tina Peters, the county clerk who decided to tamper with election equipment, leaving ballots divided. She got convicted sitting in a cell, doing the time she earned. But the pressure campaign rolled in and the tables turned. The Trump administration leaning on the scale, making the demand. And the Democratic governor folds, signs the paper in his hand. She's getting out early, that's the headline, that's the fact. The ink on the paperwork changes the consequence of the act. They tell you the law is a straight line, drawn in concrete and stone, but it bends like water when the right people pick up the phone. A felony conviction for tampering with the Democratic machine. She's a felon for life, but they wiped her calendar clean. The system isn't broken, it's working exactly as designed. It just depends on who stands in front and who gets left behind. I was pulled over on the south side of Chicago for a broken light, sitting on the curb calculating the geometry of surviving the night. The officer had his hand on his hip, the physics felt tight. No governor's office was ready to make my situation right. A 20-year-old on cold facts catches a charge and his life stops. A family loses their home, couldn't navigate court costs. But Peters cracked the machines, breached the trust of the vote, and the people empowered through a customized lifeboat. Do 20 years for a bag in your pocket if you look like me. But compromise an election, the pressure campaign sets you free. They tell you the law is a straight line, drawn in concrete and stone, but it bends like water when the right people pick up the phone. A felony conviction for tampering with the Democratic machine. She's a felon for life, but they wiped her calendar clean. The system isn't broken, it's working exactly as designed. It just depends on who stands in front and who gets left behind. Look at the ledger, just count the weights on the scale. Some are born into a fortress, some born into a jail. I sit with my 12-year-old daughter, explain how the building is made, how the scaffolding is rigged, how the foundation is laid. We keep pretending the blindfold is tied tight. We keep pretending we all walk in the same light. But the geometry is obvious if you step back and look at the shape. Power protects power, wrapping its own in the velvet cape. Polis capitulates the orbit claims another win, and we pretend this isn't exactly where we've always been. We act surprised when the walls start to lean, when the cracks start showing in the voting machine. This is the blueprint of how it was planned. The early release is a handshake hidden in the sand. Watch the patterns, they never hide them. They just hope you stop looking. Thanks for the space. Marlowe, Newsically Yours is still the standard. Take us home. Take us home.